You're now listening to the Garage Guys Fantasy Sports Podcast.
I need my Luigi stuff on.
Hey, it's me, Mario. Welcome to Garage Guys.
You really do look like some kind of mix of like Mario and what's the other one's name? Wario?
Wario? Oh, like the fat bastard that like always is trying to fuck shit up? Yeah.
No, you just got there's a little bit right through here for you that has that Wario in it. Like
Dude, I'm getting so much hate on this mustache and so much love at the exact same time. Like,
what's the hater saying? Are the haters saying you look like a creeper?
You get the good old pedophile. You look like a pedophile. You get you look like a redneck. Like, I got you need to trim those lip curtains. Somebody told me to trim my lip curtains. Like,
nice.
They are kind of long. Yeah, man. But I mean, like, dude, this like, and then like the people that aren't hating are just like, dude, that stash is in full effect. And I'm like, I know, I love it.
I feel like that's like the happy middle ground answer. That's like hey, it's in full effect. That means they don't really want to tell you exactly how they feel. But then you got the people that probably tell you like, man, I wish I could grow out facial hair like that. Those are the people that respect it.
Yeah, like, dude, like this is the first time I think I've went like I haven't shaved this mustache since maybe like week 2 or week 3 of the NFL. And we're here in week 11 now.
Just like that.
Yeah. Pretty wild stuff.
The season's like flown by. So, I guess when you're doing double duty with NASCAR and NFL, I feel like that's why it's gone by so fast for us.
Oh, yeah, dude. Incredibly. And I know all the listeners out there, too, that have been listening and keeping up with us. You're like, whoa, okay, we're making the transition. Like, yeah, we're doing NFL now. We'll still do some NASCAR stuff here and there. But you guys pretty much that are hanging around, you guys know what's up. You've been here for a while. But yeah, this is we're already almost about to make another trip around the sun. Drew's you're on holiday. I know that room. I'm sure the fam knows that room. That's why we did the Mario game intro. You're in the game room.
Yeah, back in the game room, man. I'll probably be back here. I guess it'll be Christmas soon, so I'll be making my rounds through several different locations. So you'll see the treadmill coming back soon. I know that's been a backdrop of mine. When I'm at the
treadmill's the best.
Yeah, the other side of the family. Yeah, so it's pretty fitting that you had the flannel on, the Mario flannel. We're gonna call that Mario flannel.
Mario flannel, yeah. Just go ahead and tell the listeners what you told me like when we first logged on. You're like, you've been watching a lot of Yellowstone. You dressing dressing like a Yellowstone boy now.
Well, I knew we have like our Jacob Snell. Like, we're probably the biggest Ozark fans out there. It's 2 of the biggest Ozark fans, especially for Jacob Snell and Darlene, right?
Yes, so 100%. By the way, I know you were gone last week, so you didn't get to see. I'm sure you saw it online. I got the hat. We're ready now.
Yeah. So like that's part of what I'm getting there. So like I saw that you had that, and then I saw this today, and I was like, some weird combo. I'm like, man, maybe he's just trying to be like Yellowstone because it has a little bit of Yellowstone in it, but I saw more Yellowstone in your Jacob Snell outfit than this one.
Yeah, this has more Alabama to it.
Yeah.
came off the streets of Tuscaloosa. No, dude, I've been called redneck so much, like, and I'm here for it. So like during the wintertime, I'll pull the flannels out, and like I buy these because I'm like, like I like the edgy look, like the edgy like Kurt Cobain 90s like music thing, like that's my scene. But then people take it in a completely different direction. They're just like, because like I forget I have a mustache, and I'm like, oh shit. But then it's like, but people don't see that I'm like literally wearing like skinny jeans and Vans. So it's like,
I feel like you like throwing people off.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a ton. And everybody that listens to this pretty much should know that by now. Like I went on TikTok live earlier and like people were like tripping. They're just like all these like Trump supporters were like just like I wanna take you home. I wanna incest with you. And I was like, what? And the dude's name was really like Trump 2020. I'm not trying to get political, but like he kept saying, I want to love incest you. And then I realized how weird of a place TikTok is. And I didn't feel safe anymore. So
You got off.
no, I didn't get off. I stayed on. It was funny. I just kept on messing with these people. TikTok's weird, man. TikTok's a weird space, but I don't know, dude. I feel like we haven't caught up in a minute because we've all been on hiatus. So we got to publicly catch up.
We did.
Everybody's yeah, and it's in the game room. Shout out to Interstellar, one of the best movies ever, right behind your head. You're covering up McConaughey in a spacesuit with your dome.
Sorry.
It's a great one. Love that movie. But yeah, it's week 11 NFL football. We're here to recap it. It's been nice to finally say that I have had time and enjoyed watching football for the past 3 weeks, like with no interruptions, no going to the race, nothing like that. Like just completely stopped watching football is what I did for the longest time. And we had a very exciting week. I thought week 10 was cool because I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of back in the groove now. No, I was like, oh shit, this is the week.
Right.
So where do we want to start? Do we want to start with best bets, or do we want to start with the DFS plays, or like how this went down this week?
Let's go back old school to how we used to. Let's go back old school to how we used to the show where we recap with the Sunday night game. So we just had Chiefs, Raiders. We had Mr. Gruden in prime time, which is always exciting, and then we had Pat Mahomes, who makes something look so easy at the end of the game. There,
he A-Rodded it right in the end.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers style completely.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like they're kind of messing around in the regular season, and they're not even trying that hard, and they just decide to win the games at the end. Is that
such a slap in the face to John Gruden, though? Because, dude, for one, okay, like the things I've noticed, like obviously, like hell of a game. Like, dude, Carr's got the biggest chip on his shoulder in the world. Like, I didn't think that he was going to be able to come into this game and do what he did. I thought it was going to be just kind of like whatever, like maybe like a 13 to 15 fantasy point game. Let Josh Jacobs do all the work. But dude, he stepped up tonight. He did. And he's mad. He's big mad at it in the end after that Jason Witten touchdown. He's big mad. But yeah, dude, one thing that was funny that like doesn't even have to do with the game, and I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about it. But so how John Gruden was fined for not wearing his COVID mask? Like tonight. That. Okay, so he was fined like thousands, dude, like a lot of money. And so tonight, like he had this big ass Raiders mask covering his face. And I thought it was hilarious because every time it would like somebody had to be in his ear to let him know that like the camera's cutting to you. Because every time you would see him like he had just pulled it up over his nose. Like every time. Yeah. Like, and I feel
he was ready for those cameras.
Yeah, dude. I feel like he was out there the whole time, just like, doing his Chucky shit.
He was like, like that was like the water boy, like the intern's job is like to make sure that he was on point on the camera. Like, just watching the camera.
Belichick's worried about spying on teams. John Gruden just wants to make sure he doesn't have to pay another $25-$50K for not wearing a COVID mask. So he does.
Yeah, that contract's not paying him enough for that, obviously.
No, he's paying. There's too much money going to haircuts for Davis up in the box. So,
Jeez.
But great divisional matchup, man. I'm excited that the Raiders because it does look like the program's working.
Dude, it's been a respectable run, and like I mean the steps that the Raiders have taken. I know they're further along earlier than I expected, and I think that's kind of the consensus. Like I don't think anyone expected him to be this good this quickly after his massive 10-year contract. When he came out of the booth, I remember thinking, why is he doing this? Like, why is Gruden coming back? And thankfully, I was wrong. I'm glad to say I was wrong because I'm loving seeing Gruden do well.
Yeah, dude. Anytime you have John Gruden, like I just remember childhood days, like when he coached for the Bucks, when he coached for the Raiders. Like, dude, the sound effects were like that was the first sound effects I'd ever watched was John Gruden on NFL Network, like the classics, like one of the best. The guy is he's electric. He's phenomenal. He belongs in coaching. Like I want to see him coach like from a wheelchair. Like I want him. Like I feel like he needs to he's gonna pass away on a football field like peacefully on the sideline. Just call his last play, and then all of his family just shows up, and he just calls a play, and then it's like a game-winning touchdown, and then he just goes.
That's how it goes
Comes
out.
back, and he comes back, and he just says something that's like completely like incorrect about a college player that he likes, and then he goes back.
As long as he doesn't come back as Jay Gruden, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, the world can't have two John Grudens. Never.
No, Jay Gruden. Don't come back as your brother Jay.
Yeah, no, he won't. He won't do that. I thought you meant like he would just like be reincarnated as Jay, but then
no.
if I think of Jay,
it was just a shot at Jay, saying like he's never been as good as his brother type thing.
No, Jay sucks, dude. I haven't kept up with Jay since he was in Washington. What is he doing now? Where is he at?
I think I'm pretty sure he's like the coordinator somewhere. Jay Gruden. I'm typing it in right now. I know he's the offensive coordinator somewhere.
Yeah, he's got to be. You know, his big brother called up some people. Hey, can you get Jay in?
Is an American football coach and former quarterback he's the offensive coordinator of the Jags.
Ah, makes sense.
Jagging off.
Yep, just jagging off. Yeah, we should go find him and slap him for not putting O'Shaughnessy in game plan more.
Yeah. Get Eifert out. Eifert's done.
Yeah. Get out of here. Dude, we got a ton of games. Yeah, no. We got a ton of games to talk about. I got some tight end stuff to talk about, as always. But finishing up on this, dude, yeah, the miracle. They wasn't even a miracle. You just expect Kansas City to just win. So it's like as soon as they went up.
To see. I don't know if you were like I did not expect the Raiders to march down and score, and then when they left out a minute and 45 seconds, I assumed that the Chiefs were going to go down, kick a field goal, and send it to overtime. I did not expect them just to walk down and score a touchdown with no timeouts.
No, dude, Patrick Mahomes is not going to do that. Is beneath him. Dude, he has a multi-million deal with a ketchup company. Do you think that's the kind of man that wants to just kick a field goal and tie it up? No. Andy Reid's ready to get to Waffle House. You know this.
Dude,
tells all this time.
I thought they would at least have a little bit of a backbone to like put up a little bit of a fight, but I guess it didn't matter. So I think they had one timeout the whole drive to use. They had burned. I know they had burned 2 timeouts.
They had 1 timeout within like 28 seconds left. So it's like, yeah. What are you really gonna do with that? But I did think it was, dude. Derek Carr continues to be a creepy motherfucker. Did you see the picture of him sitting on the sidelines just with that cold, dead gaze, like looking like almost Patrick Bateman, bald-headed and not Patrick Bateman, but still Patrick Bateman-ish?
This has probably been the week because, I mean, I was driving for 8 hours. I had my my phone on the Red Zone app, and I just missed a lot of I've missed a lot of the freeze frames, a lot of the internet memes. I've been off the grid a little bit more than usual, so I'm relying on you. Wow. I feel like that's like a look that he gives every game, though.
Dude, we've already seen how he is with his kids.
Yeah, he's
dude. I feel like that's the guy. That's the guy that like goes to have conversations with people he like low key wants to like control, and he's like in his shed like sharpening knives, telling them.
Oh yeah,
like leather, full leather. Just
he's got a little bit. He's got a little Dexter in him. I don't know if you heard me.
We're going to start back right from there. He's got a little Dexter in him. Or just, he's got a little Dexter in him. All right.
Yeah, I'd say he has a little bit of Dexter in him.
Dude, there's no good in that soul. That's a black soul. That dude's got Voldemort energy. He's got.
Do you think Antonio Brown ruined him, or do you think he's been ruined since he was in college?
Dude, it's hard. It's a hard one to tell because, like, I don't know. Like, maybe the whole entire Carr family is bad. Maybe his brother like felt like shafted by the league. So he was like, we're gonna raise you up, and he was like Sith Lord. And he's like, we're going to raise you up and unleash you. And then Jay Gruden comes in, and he's like the old Sith Lord. You know, I'm the one with the hood that's like, you know more about Star Wars than I do. And like right now, Derek Carr is like Anakin, but like from Attack of the Clones with like the stupid looking ponytail. Like that's where he's at in his transitional time right there. So he hasn't quite made it.
Talking about Star Wars references when you don't even think you've watched them.
I've watched like 2 Star Wars movies.
Well, I probably could tell you the story of them by just showing you a bunch of pictures in here, but
I see that. I'm going to take time. I'm going to take time to do it because I know eventually, hopefully, we'll have Ryan Blaney on this thing one day, and that's all I want, dude. I just want you and him to talk Star Wars, and I want to sit here and just soak it all in.
Dude, there's only a few movies that I feel like I've seen like every movie of, and that's one of them. I'm not one of those like comic nerds though. Like I can't recite to you like the deeper meaning of every single movie. You know what I mean? I mean, you're not heavy into Reddit. Right. I'm a half nerd, I guess.
Okay. So would you go to a premiere dressed as a stormtrooper or as Samuel L. Jackson with a purple lightsaber?
I've never gone to a movie theater dressed up. Not like that. I'm more of a what you think of a nerd, a nerd from probably our generation nerd.
Did you line up when The Longest Yard came out in theaters? Were you waiting in line?
Not for that.
All the people wearing tucked in football jerseys with jeans.
No.
Okay.
I'm somewhere in the middle of all that.
Coach Carter, were you wearing a suit in line?
No, I never put that much effort. I just was like the guy that would go to the movie.
Yeah, there's one movie premiere I've been to, and I'm not proud of it, but there were people dressed up, and it was like a midnight premiere, and I thought it was so dumb. It was that Dragon Ball Z movie that came out like back in 2009. It was like the worst movie ever made.
You got me beat with the story. Like,
yeah, there was people dressed up with like big anime hair, and I was like, "Yo, this is not for me, guys." Like, I was like,
you were in just normal clothes, right?
Yeah, of course. Like me and the whole clique were in like normal clothes. I think
I've gone to like a few midnight premieres, but I'm never dressed up.
Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I can say I've never dressed up, but I have played with like my cousins when I was a kid wearing like Padawan ponytails and shit. Dude, I was really big into pod racers.
Like, people are nowadays like doing that stuff, getting dressed up a lot. That's like normal or cool, and I'm like, man, that was like the weird thing when I was a kid. I don't know. Yeah,
everything's transitioned, dude. It's a weird time. But speaking of transitions, let's get back to football.
Just like that.
I love it. Good talk. Glad we had it.
What was your favorite game of the day?
Oh, dude. I mean, it's like Saints Falcons wasn't even my favorite because like even though I knew that we had like a backup quarterback, I just always expect the Saints to beat the Falcons because we're just not in the early 2000s anymore. But dude, my favorite game of the day had to be Titans-Ravens. It started out incredible from the jump. The entire Titans team goes and stands on the freaking the patch, the Ravens patch on the 50-yard line, like disrespecting them. And like you got John Harbaugh coming up, like getting all angry, and people saying, and he's just like the Titans players like, get out of here, like get out of here, like, we better fuck y'all up, get out of here. And like, dude, all I could think of, dude, it was incredible. So this happened. Mike Vrabel, he's the biggest troll of all time. I've realized that he is a troll. He's a troll coach, and like
did he build that himself, or did he get it from Belichick?
Did he do what himself? Did he send them all out there?
No, is he a self-made troll, or did he get some of this from Belichick?
Dude, I feel like that dude's been like – I feel like he was like Belichick's like adopted son. Like that's what I feel like Vrabel is because like Vrabel's always just had like that attitude. Like even when he was sacking Kurt Warner back in the gap, dude, you know what I mean? Like he's always had like that personality. Like he could be that, but like he is that now, which is another reason why I love the guy. So, but yeah, dude, that game, man, like it started off and then like, like Tannehill comes out hot with the touchdown throw to Jonnu. Okay. He
Yeah, I
gets
saw that. I couldn't
that. And
believe
I'm
it.
just like, and dude, and see, I made the call on the DFS show. I was looking at your rankings, did the video, and I had Derrick Henry on there. And I know we had talked, you said he probably wasn't going to be that highly owned, and he wasn't in DFS. So I made the call. So I was already like, I really want this to work. So I was just like, I'm just going to put a lot of energy into this.
and I remember our conversation. So I was like taking, I was driving, but I was keeping notes on my fancy stuff and watching. And I saw his stat line at halftime. I was like, it's not looking good. But then I saw him break that big run in overtime, and I was like, yeah, he made it. He scored. Yeah. I knew in my head he went over 20 points with that run.
He did. I think he had 23.20 DK points on the day. So that was incredible, though, dude. Ryan Tannehill had a good performance as well. But, yeah, when they went down, dude, when it was like 14-7, I was sitting there because, like, Mark Andrews had a day. It was a good day. That was a good tight end game. And
it was.
And, dude, yeah, like Fursker, dude, I've figured out something, though, with Vrabel. When I was a kid, I don't know if you remember this, when you played Madden, okay, you remember there's always, like, your cop-out play. The play that'll get you out of any situation, no matter who you're playing. Like, if it's fourth down and you don't have any more time, you make this play. For me, that play was the curls. Okay, it was curls. Love the curls. Big curls guy. He had Fursker as like what would it be, like B or no X. X was always the go-to. He had him like in the X position, like on the Xbox controller. So like, dude, I watched him run that play like 3 times. Like,
he was that like safety route, like turns around 5 yards and curls.
Yeah, like that's what led them to get to overtime. Was like, I think it was the AJ Brown touchdown. They got them there. And then, like, they came back or whatever. But anyway, dude, that game, it was so great. And I'm just glad the Titans won because, like, that whole charade was for nothing. And now there is a real rivalry created between the Ravens and the Titans because Vrabel went to approach John after the game. And he walks up and he's just like, dude, their video, you'll see the video. You can tell, like, he's totally just, like, laughing his ass off.
Dude, they got their number, man. Vrabel has his number.
He's got him figured out. He's under his thumb. But he goes, hey, man. And you can tell that John Harbaugh's just like, fuck you, get out of here. And he just turns and he goes, okay. He just fucking trots out.
I'm going to check it out. I haven't seen it. But I'll say this, man. Like, and we've already talked about this a few times in the podcast, but the Ravens are pretenders. Lamar Jackson, it ain't working. Like, I watched that second half pretty closely. Besides that connection he had with Andrews, and I know they got Des Bryant a little involved today, the Hollywood Brown thing's not working between him and Lamar.
Wide receiver thing ain't never worked there, dude. I don't understand why they think it would. Like, it's a run team, dude. You're a running back. It's a running back's team.
But even that's not working, Chase. Like, even teams are figuring it out because they have all this. They got to add some new wrinkles to the offense because this Lamar Jackson this season is nothing like last season. It's not even close.
Dude, Lamar Jackson, I'm comfortable to say this. Lamar Jackson was John Harbaugh's bailout because he was on the hot seat, dude. He was about to be gone. And then he comes in and he just brings the energy, and the defensive coordinators don't know what to do. And now they figured it out. And now this is just showing like we're right back where we started.
Tennessee's defense is not their strong suit. I mean, they've had probably 2 or 3 moments this season where they've looked good, but I thought personally, in my head, I think I have Lamar Jackson in one of my season-long leagues. And personally, I was like, okay, this is the week that we see him return to form and have that 30-point game because he'll rush for 100 yards and he'll throw for 200 yards. Didn't happen that way.
Got on a Buffalo, Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
That was him.
Dude, Derrick Henry just finds a way. Like, he's your most typical guy that you look at the stat line and it's like he's got 24 carries for 40 yards. He's averaging like a yard per carry or 2 yards per carry. And then all of a sudden, he breaks one. Yeah.
Explosions.
Yeah.
Just fucking explosions. What about you, though? What was so that was my favorite game. What was your favorite game today?
Man, I don't know. There was a few. Let's see. I wanted to talk to you before giving my favorite game. I wanted to say that my bets got screwed by the Vikings and the Cowboys won. So I think that's when we need to talk about the Vikings were on a roll. I think they had won 3 games straight. They were looking like a very complete team with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen.
More like Adam
but
Thielen. Justin just kind of came in the end in a big way.
yeah, but I mean, just like the past 3 weeks, I think Justin Jefferson popped off for
As
a
a
huge
as a
day 2
unit,
weeks ago.
the old
Yeah, yeah.
18,
I just mean,
19.
I just think that that trio of Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, and Thielen were finding their stride. And I'm not saying they're not anymore, but when you're on a 3-game winning streak, how do you let the Cowboys beat you with Andy Dalton?
They were coming off the bye, man. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
Dallas,
I do
dude.
love betting
Dallas,
teams off the bye, bro. I do love
Dallas
betting
had
teams off the bye.
something. They had something up their sleeves, man. Was not expecting that. I'm pretty sure I was like everybody else in America. We were expecting the Vikings just to bitch stomp them, dude. There's no other way to put it. Like just trample.
Yeah.
You know. Like Adam Thielen had 35 fantasy points. Where was Dalvin had 29. Kirk had 26. And dude, I hate it when Kirk Cousins looks good on fantasy, but like, dude, like they just got outplayed, man. I don't know what else to say. It was just that last play, dude. That last play. And then plus Vander Esch is back. That makes a difference. That makes a big
You
difference.
love Vander Esch.
I do. I'm a big Vander Esch guy. I love neck rolls more than Vander Esch, but just the fact that he wears one.
Oh, yeah. No, I think Vander Esch is like you got to love saying, certain tight ends, you say their name and you love it when you just say like so-and-so call a touchdown.
Vander Esch.
Yeah, Vander Esch on defense just sounds right. So
I want him to get a touchdown. I want a pick 6 from Vander Esch. That's what I want.
He would be like, all right, hear me out. He would be that guy that would make that like Mike Vrabel. You know how the Patriots used to use a defensive player at tight end to like on the goal line package to like get a touchdown. Vander Esch would be that guy.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's like when what was it? JJ Watt got into tight end and he caught.
Yes, exactly. Like we need whoever's I know Blake Jarwin got injured for the Cowboys. Now Dalton Schultz is there. If Dalton Schultz gets hurt, maybe we see Vander Esch sneak into the offense.
That's what I want. I want that more than anything. Can you just imagine this freaking NFL blitz player that came to life out of the Nintendo 64 and now he's on the field and he's running in touchdown. Vander Esch. And then he actually body slams somebody.
It's like Vander Esch meets WWE.
Dude, I would stay on the N64. I'd be like, how can I custom code this game to put Vander Esch in? He's my 99 overall player.
Vander Esch. I can't, man.
I don't know. But the game itself, man, like I said, Zeke was back to form. I'm happy to see that at least. Happy to see Zeke getting over 20 points.
Pollard scored as well.
Yeah. And Andy Dalton with 20 fantasy points. What world are we in? That's not real.
I think Mr. Dalton faced a very, very, very brutal 3 weeks with his injury followed by coronavirus. So he needs some good in his life. I'm sure we'll see him return to his old form pretty soon.
He got some pep in his step. That's all I know. It's like the Rona left him, and then it he built himself back up. Like just drank a shitload of Sunny D and got all the hairs in his head all fired back up again. Like,
so is it possible that coronavirus might have some short-term ill effects on you, but long-term it increases your agility, especially if you pair that with drip drop? It actually makes you super fast. So
yeah, drink drip drop. It's actually the secret stuff in Space Jam. You can get it. Use promo code GarageGuys20 at checkout, dripdrop.com. And
it might not work as good if you're not redheaded, but
all you have to do is believe that it will, and it will. Yeah. All right, try the hot cider flavor. It's new here for wintertime. Yeah.
Is this real? Is there really another flavor?
It really is. There's a hot cider flavor now. You can heat it up.
You would think I would
drink it.
You would think I would know that, but
yeah, it's okay. It's new. It's new and improved. But yeah, dripdrop.com.
I'm gonna talk to Susanna about that.
Let her know. Tell her. I'll talk to her. We need to talk to her soon. Well, I want to go to the Christmas party. I feel like we should be flying out to the Christmas party.
Yeah. All right. That needs to happen for sure. Be like, hey, Susanna, we're coming out to the Christmas party.
Like, we're going to need 2 tickets to the Christmas party. Like, that's all we need. Like, what about hotels? Sleep in the car. Strip drop. We're here.
I'm pretty sure our partnership will be over after that Christmas party.
No, I think we've well, maybe a year. No, I'll save it because I'm a sober boy, so I'll save it.
Well, No, it would be we would.
If I
burn
was
it to
still
the
drinking,
ground.
dude, we'd be fucked. We'd be out.
We would burn it to the ground. We'd lose it, but then we would actually double it after that. So we would lose
Right.
it and then gain it plus some.
We would have a meeting while they were all hungover, and I would be like leading the pack because I would trick them, and they wouldn't know that I didn't drink.
They just be like, "You're telling me that you were actually that was all natural energy," and you'd be like, "Yeah, that was me."
Like, because I drink drip
Here we
drop
go
every day.
We got to get back to football.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting my favorite
It's
game.
fun.
Though, I was going to tell you that.
If the
My
garage
favorite game.
fam enjoying it, that's all that matters. The garage fam
No
enjoy
telling. We'll have
You
to
know,
check the
telling.
numbers on that.
Yeah, we will. Let us know.
My favorite game, Chase. I forgot to answer your question. I don't know if you caught a lot of this one. It was a ugly score at halftime, and this was one of the few bets that I won. It was a bad day on the betting card for me. It was 28-14 at halftime between the Packers and the Colts, and then the Packers and Colts ended up going to overtime, and the Colts won 31-28. I don't know if you watched much of this game, but it was an electric game.
I didn't get to catch much of this one, no. But I did watch like a little bit of the beginning because I had like some Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams stacks. So, yeah, I know that Jonathan Taylor supposedly did good.
He got a lot of carries. I don't know how. I think he had an okay game.
I checked the lineup, and Naheem Hines had like negative points at one moment, and I was really upset. I think he had a shit day.
Dude, the Colts are becoming like the new Patriots, where you don't know what running back to play. I mean, seriously, like we've seen Jordan Wilkins randomly get touches. We've seen Taylor. We've seen Hines have those.
That's becoming a common trend in a lot of places, though.
It is.
Don't like it. That's why the wide receiver's coming back.
Taylor had 22 carries for 90 yards, by the way, so not bad.
Could have been better.
I gave you the wrong score. I said it was 28-31. It was 31-34. So essentially in this game, though, Chase, the Packers scored 28 points in the first half, and I thought like this game's over, and then Phillip Rivers and the defense for the Colts finally showed up.
In a big way.
In a big way.
Big way.
In a big way. And I thought for sure in overtime when the Packers won the coin toss that they were going to go down and score to win, and they fumbled the rock, though.
They fumbled it.
Fumbled the rock, though.
Fumbled the rod, though.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Fumbled the rock, though.
They fumbled the rock, though. Man.
But he got lit up.
It was lit. It was good. Oh, God.
I saw you looking at your phone. You weren't paying attention. I had to get your attention.
Fumbled the rock, though. I was like, what? No, I am. I'm actually looking. I promise I'm looking at things that matter. I was actually trying to look up.
Talk about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what video you're talking about. The one that you showed me. Eagles, Giants. Yeah.
Eagles, Giants. Your boy still up.
Shout out to that guy. No, I'm trying to find the name of that the wide receiver that basically Michael Pittman Jr. That's him.
The rookie.
Yeah, dude. He had a really good like touchdown in that game. I remember seeing that it was just like old TY style. TY's got some butthurt about this one. You did?
I did.
How'd that turn out for you today? I wouldn't even talk about your DFS days that much anymore. How'd you do?
DFS was pretty good, man. Like I said, it seems like the days that I do better on DFS, I do poor on betting. So it's like it had been like some insane year where I'm just raking in a ton of DFS money, but it seems like the weeks that I lose DFS are the weeks that I'm winning in betting. So it's hasn't all come together yet for me in a week. But
you must have been losing a lot at DFS in the beginning of the season, then.
Can you talk about how good my bets were doing?
Yeah, incredible.
Man, no, I had some good weeks early in DFS. Honestly, I think week 2 I had my best NFL DFS hit, but I think again NASCAR DFS was probably terrible that weekend. So
right,
it's just a monster, man. Playing the volume that I'm playing, it's like you gotta. It's almost like I need to either scale back on certain sports at certain times, or I have to be okay with a small win. Like maybe that I got to be okay.
You're
with
like a guy that's on the phone all day. Like I don't even know if Chef was an appropriate nickname for you. We should have called you like the Wolf of DFS Street because you're like shorting stock and then like buying stock all day, but with DFS. Maybe we'll have. Maybe that's why we did Chef Steege Worldwide, so we could put you in a business suit and you could have the hat.
It's a grind, man. I'll say that. Like it's the highs are nice. The good when it's good, it's good. But when something happens, like you put a ton of work into something, and then that player gets like injured, it's just defeating, man. It'll crush you.
Can we talk about? Is it time to start heavily saying "beat it LaFleur" again? Because I feel like it's beat it LaFleur season.
It's definitely beat it LaFleur and my knee season and my knee.
I was thinking about it earlier today, and I was just like, I don't care if Green Bay wins or loses, or like if they have like the best record ever. Beat it LaFleur will never go away. It will always be beat it LaFleur. Like,
dude, beat it LaFleur is probably like one of my favorite things we've ever done on the podcast.
Yeah, beat it LaFleur.
Didn't we make that? Like, how did that originate? Isn't that us basically?
That was from Dodgeball. That was from Dodgeball at first.
But we made it I think we made it a quote that never really happened in the movie. They never say beat it LaFleur.
He never said beat LaFleur. He
said like, something else with LaFleur.
Yeah, it was like your ass is grass, LaFleur, or something. I don't know what White Goodman said. White Goodman says a lot of wild shit.
Oh, I got you. Cram it in your cram hole, LaFleur.
Yeah, cram in your cram hole, LaFleur.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller, dude, the ultimate. I'm white.
Yeah.
Got the ascot on. I'm white.
Yeah. It's my favorite is it's a what is it? WHIT. E.
Yeah. Dude, you get the pump. Dude, Michelle. Yeah. Dude, this guy, Michelle. I'm having a alone time. He's like stuffing fucking pepperoni down his dick. Like
what about when he pulls up? When he pulls up with Michelle on the motorcycle, that kills me, dude.
Oh,
that
dude,
kills me.
Yeah. To this day, Dodgeball, one legendary movie. But yeah, beat it LaFleur. We're back. We're back to square one.
Do you feel like the Packers, man? Do you just feel like they're? I know that we had our heated debate last year. You thought they were gonna do better than I did in the playoffs, but do you get the vibe that they're just not gonna do anything in the end?
I mean, you can't do anything half-assed, and that's basically what they're doing right now. They're doing shit half-assed. They got a badass offense. Their defense has holes wider than fucking donut from Krispy Kreme. I don't know. Like, their defense has got to be better. They had a killer defense, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know who they lost. I haven't really looked into the depth charts, whatever else is going on. But, dude, that's all they really need, dude. If they had a banging defense, bro, like, they're game. Like, they're going. They're bold.
I agree. There's just certain teams I feel like when they play good teams, they won't be able to string together multiple wins. And I think and it's going to make me feel like I'm going to come off as a hater of certain teams, but I feel that same way about the Ravens and the Packers.
Yeah.
Just don't feel like they're going to win the big games.
Frauds. They're frauds. I mean, the Ravens, I told everybody, fraud birds. And a lot of people agreed with me. A lot of people agree they are fraud birds.
See, the Ravens or fraud thing is going to be so popular now, but I feel like we kind of were on that. I mean, I was saying it last year, even when I was in denial when they were winning games, and then when they lose, I kind of got to laugh, but I just never believed in it, man. And I don't know who else falls in that category. For me, it's Packers, Ravens, and there was somebody else I had in mind I wanted to talk about tonight, but I can't think of who that is.
Yeah, as far as like the winning teams, I mean, you can't really say Pittsburgh's are frauds. Like the Steelers are.
I have a question for you though. I wanted to ask you this. We've been pretty unanimous in that, or I know I have, saying that I think Patrick Mahomes is head and shoulders above everybody else, and I think the Chiefs have to be like the favorite. Would you say that you would take the Steelers over the Chiefs in like in a matchup, or would you give the nod to Mahomes?
Dude, that game is going to happen, and it's going to be an amazing defensive performance. Like, I cannot wait to watch. I cannot wait. Dude, the Steelers defense is just – I feel like they're miles ahead of the Chiefs defense. And I think
I agree. I think it's going to be an offensive game, though, bro. I don't see the Chiefs
I
defense.
just want to watch TJ Watt harass Patrick Mahomes or try his best to.
Yeah, he'll try his best to.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of teams score on the Steelers. Turnovers are still there and the sacks are still there. But I'm kind of surprised at the fantasy production that the Steelers have allowed. I know this week they did well, obviously against the Jags, but
Yeah.
they've allowed more points than I thought they would. I think if that matchup happens, I think Big Ben would shred the Chiefs D, and I think Mahomes would. I don't think it would be a defensive game. Is my point.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would. I think it's gonna have. I mean, maybe not like on both sides, but I really feel like the Chiefs' defense is going to be on another level of preparation for that offense.
I agree with that
because they've always been a triple-headed monster, dude. Like the Steelers and wide receivers are just like when you think about Steelers, you think wide receivers because they've blown every other team away with the type of wide receivers they can get. And like everybody knows, you win ball games with defense, you win ball games through the air. I mean, that's
how crazy is it that at the beginning of the year people were talking about obviously the resurgence of Juju now that Big Ben's back and he's their wide receiver 3 now. Like
Deontay
Claypool,
is that dude, man.
Yeah,
I'm so happy
Deontay
Johnson. I'm just happy that Deontay Johnson stuck around, dude, because I thought he was just going to be like the guy for like Duck Hodges. And so like whenever we're seeing games like today and like last week, I'm just like, because I love Deontay Johnson, man. Like that dude's a beast.
They're loaded, man. Like Claypool's for real. Deontay Johnson's for real. You have a good tight end now and Mr. Eric Braun. And then you have Juju.
Shout out to Eric for scoring today too. He was on the DFS video. Shout out to him.
Oh yeah, he was. I didn't know that was your guy. I ranked him well. And Joe Dirt kind of paid us back finally. He finally scored a touchdown, so he got us back in the even though we needed him last week.
Yeah, but Richard Rodgers still larking. Dude, how funny is it that the NFC East, they all have won a combined 3 games, and the only thing that's keeping the Eagles on top is the tie?
Is it really? Is it still 3 wins total?
Dude.
There's no way.
It's incredible, dude. It is incredible.
It was 3 wins like 6 weeks ago. Are you sure?
Dude.
I'm looking it up.
Unless it changed today. Unless I was looking at the standings from before today.
They all have 3 wins. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like they had a combined win total of 3. I'm like, there's no way.
Dude, all I know is from what I've been seeing online today, every team in the NFC East all has 3 wins. That's it.
Yeah. That's funny. So I see what you're saying now. So the draw is the one thing that makes it look like they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
It's funny, dude. Sorry. The NFC East is trash, dude. Trash.
Who do you like to win that? Is it bad? Is it bad that I literally think that the Giants have the best chance?
Dude, I feel like Alex Smith's gonna just pull it out somehow. Like they're gonna win it, dude. The Skins are gonna take it. Not the Skins, bro. The Washington football team. Sorry,
dude. I gotta talk about this real quick. I've been doing this thing in DFS the past 2 weeks, and it's probably the thing I've been doing probably the best, and it's working. And I put it on the round table last week and talked about it on the podcast. I've just been playing Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick because Alex Smith just checks it down, dude. He just checks it down and he hands it off. And these 2 running backs, they're using them like crazy. They're putting running backs in at receiver. They're putting them everywhere.
It's like Taysom Hill in at tight end for me today on FanDuel. Yes. That was great.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, dude, I'll say this much, man. Like, I put Alex Smith as a quarterback for our DFS video on Rotoballer this week. And after I got done, I did play him. I backed my shit up. I play the guys I talked to you guys about. And I did play him in a lineup. But when I was putting him in my lineup this morning, I was thinking about one thing. And that one thing that hit my mind was Antonio Gibson. And I was just like, dude, they can easily get up. And they could easily just be feeding him the rock the whole time. And I was like, shit, I should have thought a little bit more about it. But, yeah, it sucked. He had like 9 fantasy points. But
yeah, I had Smith in some lineups on some other I just went basically all in on the Redskins in some form or fashion, mainly on the two running backs. But
the football team, we have to play along with everyone now. Yeah, dude. I said the Skins earlier. Like we're it's you know what it is. You know
the
what
Washington
it is.
football team. Sorry, I really didn't mean to. I've been writing them in my article too.
The club.
The club. Somebody changed. I think I put Washington on my article, and somebody went and changed it to WFT. So I guess that's the thing. Washington football team.
Yeah.
WFT,
my wife was just like, I thought Seattle's team. I thought Seattle was the Seahawks. Why? She was like, What is this? And I was just like, yeah, I can see where it's confusing. Just make it the Red Wolves, and we'll all be happy. I think the Red Wolves is a badass name.
The whole Washington thing is just not working for me. Just it's so simple that I forget. I didn't even catch myself using the old name. But, dude, I want to say one more time before we move on. And I've said this before on the podcast. So if you are listening to us for season long or dynasty or anything like that, Gibson's for real. Like he is a guy when I watch him play that I'm like, this is someone that could be one of those like 3-down backs that gets the ball, can catch it. He seems like a guy that running backs very rarely matter. I agree that we're in that territory where you can just kind of throw anybody in those situations and they do fine. But there's like an elite group of RBs that's still like your Dalvin Cooks, your Ezekiel Elliott's, all the guys chase. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Gibson, I'm not saying he's there yet. I'm saying I like what I see.
He's got the makings. I'll back you up on that 100%. Like, dude, you're actually the person that like got me into Antonio, like watching him, and like I started like watching some highlights, watching some film, and dude, like, yeah, he give him a little more time, 1 or 2 more years, dude. He's got some like AP tendencies, man.
He's David Johnson before the injury.
David Johnson before the injury. Yeah, maybe that too. I guess we saw Peterson and David Johnson as well. So
yeah, I mean, David Johnson before his injury, everyone talked about him like Adrian Peterson. So I mean,
yeah, for sure, dude. No, I agree with that 100%. The one thing that sucked about this game was Joe Burrow is now done for the year. That was tough, man. He came out on Twitter, dude, like almost immediately. See y'all next year, 2021. Like,
yeah, dude, when I saw it on Red Zone, I knew it was ACL. You could tell the way the reaction was there. If it wasn't ACL, it was probably like an Achilles or something like that. That was just as brutal. But
do you think Alex Smith cringes every time he sees like a quarterback get hurt now? He's got to.
Oh yeah,
got to.
And that killed the game, dude. That was one of my bets was the Bengals. I like them to win that game, and I'm pretty sure it was like 7-9 when Burrow went out. So.
See, and that was before I got to read your picks, like I did like the football team this week to take care of business. I did. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a tough one to pick, but I know when they lost Burrow, it was over. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ryan Finley came in and like threw, or I can't remember the guy's name. They barely were. The offense was not on the field anymore. And
Zach Taylor's fuck boy. That's what we'll call him.
Yeah.
Just a guy. Just a dude.
Dude, Tyler Boyd had like 6 catches, 6 targets, 6 catches, and then all of it didn't matter because they stopped moving the ball.
They just quit. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. Shout out to Tyler Boyd. I had Tyler Boyd in a season-long league today. That was great. That worked up good.
Dude, my eyes have been killing me. I'm probably making so many weird faces, but
how many dogs you got over there?
Just there's an outside dog, and then there is one inside dog that's here just visiting. So that's why my eyes are like.
You tell everyone you know to buy schnauzers only. They're hypoallergenic dogs. They don't shed bad.
Oh man, I need to take note of that. Honestly, I need to get a hypoallergenic dog. If I ever buy a dog, it's gonna have to be one that passes the.
Excuse me, is this dog hypoallergenic? Please, can you tell me?
Yeah. I'm gonna be that diva that's like that guy. It's like I can't touch that dog. Sorry,
I can't. Your dog is not. Yeah,
sorry.
There's a club for dogs, and your dog's not in it, pal.
The worst part is I'm one of those guys that'll just instead of like going to get a Benadryl and like toughen it or just fix the problem by taking something, I'll sit there and like suffer. My eyes will be like watering and all puffy, and I just
whatever
tough it out. Yeah, I'm just like, whatever.
Chef's a man's man. Chef, manly man.
No, that's Chef being an idiot and doesn't want to take a pill.
Yeah, don't do it. Sometimes pills are bad. Man it out. You're doing the right thing. I believe in you. Let's talk a little bit about it. So we got some of those games out the way. There was some really great games today. Obviously, Keenan Allen was the highest fantasy scorer of the day on DraftKings, 38 fantasy points.
Dude.
Justin –
Dude, the guy's getting like 20 targets a week.
It's insanity, dude. I plug and play him now. He's a plug and play every week.
Yeah,
on DFS. I get on there. I build around Keenan Allen. That's what I do now.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, though, if they had Tyrod Taylor in there, man, Keenan Allen would be going off.
Oh, dude, 50 burgers every week, right? Good old Tyrod. Dude, yeah, Justin Herbert definitely now is the favorite for Rookie of the Year, I would say. With Joe going down. Demary Bird in this Patriots-Texans game. Oh, dude, let's talk about that. Dude, sucks for you, man. Like, you got to be worried.
Yeah. I mean –
old Pat's boy.
But to be worried, like, I had to have my hopes up first. And you know me, yeah. I never thought this Patriots team was a playoff team.
All hope was lost when Cam came into the fucking field today dressed like a yodeler.
Dude,
what the fuck is wrong with that guy, man?
People got
looking like the Grinch, bro. Looking like the Grinch when he was done who farts. So we're back. It wasn't long for you. It was good for us though, because Drew's laughing so hard that his phone button clicked, and now we're back.
Now we're back with a different little angle here. I'm over here by the charger.
Yeah, I should change my angle too. Yeah. I don't even know if we can do this. I
feel like I'm roughing it. I'm like roughing it this episode, man. Just trying to get through it.
It's like you're out in the mountain. You're just like, I'm camping.
Yeah.
Garage guys, I'm camping. Game room.
Serious commitment.
Back to what we were talking about though. Away from him dressed like the yodeler and the Grinch and the Hoodoo Forest. But dude, obviously the Bills have this sewed up, or the Dolphins won.
I would say that it's not over yet, but obviously with the Dolphins' losses this weekend, it really kind of, I guess, puts the Bills in the driver's seat, right? We were hoping we'd get to we were hoping the head-to-head between the Dolphins and Bills. I don't know when they play. It's got to be coming up soon, right? I mean, we thought that would be a bigger deal, but it still is. They're only. I think the Bills are 2 games ahead right now.
And maybe Fitzpatrick will be there so that he can have his revenge on the team that took him first.
And then that's the storyline. What'd you think about that? They benched Tua, and after the game, Flores said it was not like Tua's lost his job, but it was a performance-based decision. It wasn't like he was hurt.
Dude, everybody was scrambling to find something wrong with him. It's like, no, he just sucked it up. We needed some Fitzmagic. I'm happy.
Dude, at the end of the day, this is exactly what went through his head, the coach's head for he sat there, he said, all right, we got to go 85 yards to win this game. Who do I think can do it? Tua or Ryan Fitzpatrick? Yeah.
Let's sprinkle a magic on it.
But I saw some people hating on Fitzpatrick threw a pick just like he always does. Shut up, dude. He just sat on the bench for the entire game.
Yeah, he hadn't even been in the game. He couldn't even get in a rhythm.
Yeah, and he got him all the way. I don't know. I think people need to stop hating on Fitzpatrick for
I love Fitzmagic, man.
I'm glad he's back. He's been a different QB his last couple years, in my opinion. I know he always throws picks, but so do a lot.
He got confidence when he played for the Bucs. That's what happened. He had that little stint when he played for the Bucs, and he's like, "Shit, I can do this."
Yeah.
So that's where I feel.
I agree. People need to stop hating on the interceptions so much because there's how many QBs in the league throw interceptions all the time?
A lot.
Yeah. Carson Wentz was literally an MVP candidate, and he throws more picks than anybody in the league.
He's almost a paraplegic, trying to play quarterback.
He's looked so bad this year. He might lose his job. Like it might be over.
He needs to. I mean, it's like, dude, you got to understand. And he didn't even ask for this, dude, but he got it. Like when Big Dick Nick stepped in, man, like he just stole his soul, took his Super Bowl, like everything, man. And then he gets another chance to do it, and then he gets hurt again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, his soul is stomped. Like, there's nothing else.
They couldn't do anything. If you can't score, I mean, what did they score today? 7 points?
So I call him Broke Dick Wentz. Like, he's got Big Dick Nick, Broke Dick Wentz. Like what's going to happen?
Dude, I really do think that he might not ever be the same. And I hate saying that because he's got like all the I guess the intangibles and he just looks like a QB. He's built to be a good QB in the NFL. I'm afraid it's not going to happen.
He got low spirits. I can't wait for the football life. I can't wait for it. It's going to be nice. We're going to be like 50-year-old men. Just be like, I knew it was Broke Dick Wentz right there. There he is.
We knew when Nick Foles came in.
It was over. The old days of the old 2017. It was great times.
One of the best decades.
One of the best decades of our time. Generation. PJ Walker. We talk about him. XFL.
How many? Yeah, that's about all. I mean, XFL, PJ Walker.
Go PJ. That's my PJ.
Matt Patricia is probably done with that loss.
He needs to be. Too much lead by the brain. It's not good for you.
Matt Stafford keeps trying to like be the tough guy and play, and I mean,
dog, you broke your back, go home.
There's been like 4 games this year where I swear, Chase, there's been 4 games I've woke up and like Sunday morning or Saturday night, either Saturday night or Sunday morning, I've gotten like a notification on my phone that says like Matthew Stafford will try to give it a go on Sunday. That's happened like 4 times this year.
He's like the only quarterback that has that option. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he'll try. Patricia's just like, well, he's going to do it. You know, he kind of broke his back and played with it. So you got to kind of let him make his own decisions. That's the real beat it, LaFleur. That's the real situation.
Yeah. I mean, one week was so certain that Chase Daniel was going to start that we put him on our DFS video, and then Matt Stafford started.
He's like, fuck this shit. Who's this guy? Like, I'm the only quarterback, dude. That dude will like they'll figure out how to preserve us in the future. Like, I'll have like a brain tube. He'll come back to be the quarterback in a brain robotic tube of the Lions. He'll just be the quarterback forever. iRobot. He's the robot.
I'm not gonna lie. And I know we need to end this episode because we've been through like every game. But I would love to see Bro Stafford as the heir apparent to Drew Brees.
Yeah,
I would love it.
You've talked about it.
Stafford's
keep the 9 energy going.
Yeah, and Stafford, it would finally give Stafford the chance because a lot of people say he's never done anything, he's never won anything. But is that because it's him, or is it because he's on the Lions,
or is it because he's friends with Clayton Kershaw?
That's also a fair point.
What kind of energy are they stirring up?
But the way the way people were loving, I bet there's no thoughts about the next person for Drew Brees because it's Taysom Hill. For now, until Jameis gets his time. Yeah, they're just gonna keep shuffling him around. Look, Jameis. Look, I'm gonna go ahead. I got into a little tiff with a guy today. Like, it was like all in fun. Like, it wasn't nothing serious, but over the whole Taysom Winston thing, Jameis Winston just makes really good gifts. Okay, like he just makes really good gifts that you can share on Twitter. Yeah. You know, dude, have you seen the one where he's got the sword? He's pretending like he's sword fighting. Yeah, I've seen that. It's incredible. That's the man. Like, the Taysom Hill doesn't do that, but I did figure this out about Taysom today. And I am a Saints fan, so nobody can say shit. I love my Saints. You're going to eat some W's? Yeah. I do it more like Flacco did it, but yeah. But I'm going to say this much. Taysom Hill is Sir Saint. The mascot, Sir Saint, with the big-ass chin. That guy got the balls, like, on his face. Like, that's Taysom Hill, dude. That's Taysom Hill. He is Sir Saint. And he earned it today. He earned it. He did earn it today. I'm not going to lie. Killed all Kamara's production. I'm not going to lie. Murdered it. I was a little surprised that
he had the game he had, but thinking about it, it was the perfect chance for him against the Falcons to like ease into it. So we'll see. Like the jury's still out, right? Don't you think?
We have Denver coming up. The game that's going to matter the most is Week 15 against the Chiefs. If we can get through that with Taysom, dude.
Oh, if he beats the Chiefs, he will be like,
dude.
He will be Saints Jesus.
I'll put a crown on him. I'll put a crown on him. And I will never, because I like Taysom. I just thought Jameis should have got this chance, but because I know with Taysom, the run production you saw today, Latavius Murray was in the majority of the time. The whole offense is different, and so this is.
I would never react to the Kamara stuff. Kamara's gonna be fine when they're in the red zone. Obviously, Taysom can carry the ball more than Drew Brees. But I don't think they're just going to stop using Kamara. Didn't he score?
Yeah, it wasn't in the volume. But I mean, that's also because you got a guy that's not a pocket passer. You know, you got a guy.
And
that
Mike
has
Thomas
legs.
is starting to put his handprint back on the offense.
He had 19 fantasy points. He was back. He was on the DFS video. Decent,
nice.
Not the best day, but we got.
I think
him
he
in
had
there.
like 22 DK points, so he did something.
He did. He got over the 20 hump. That's all we really worry about. That's consistency. But good to see him back in the mix. But yeah, but before I end it off though, I'll say this. I'm always excited for a Saints win. I'm always happy when the Falcons get beat. My other favorite team now, which I'm public about, the Titans, is my AFC favorite team. Super pumped to see them beat their rivals. So it was a great day to murder birds. Big bird murder. Fun.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, we gotta get off this episode because my eyes are like bleeding. So if anybody's watched this one, I'm probably squinting the whole time. That's all I'm saying.
Not the whole time. Just now. I talked about bird murder, so you were probably allergic to it.
Well, I feel like I've had a bird murder in my eyes the entire time. So
bird murder.
The struggle's been real, but I wanted to talk about football, so I was like, I got to do it. I got to tough it out.
Dry eyes get clear eyes. Remember that guy? We'll get you some clear eyes, bro. We're out. It's been week 11. Man. It's been fun. We'll be back for week 12 DFS preview show on Rotoballer. Enjoy Thanksgiving week, and we'll be back to talk more about turkey. We're going to have a special. It's going to be fun. We'll see you then. Sports.
Sounds good.
Party. Repeat.
It's the garage guys. 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 It's the garage guys.